Good morning to all. Myself Jyoti Vasist from Suraj School, Rewari, presenting a lecture on the class 10th chemistry. The chapter is chemical reactions and equations, and the topic types of reaction. The reaction is redox reaction. Students, redox words containing two words, reduction and oxidation. Reduction and oxidation. Reduction means gain of hydrogen or loss of oxygen. If in a reaction, reactants either gain of hydrogen or loss of oxygen, both means reduction. Whereas oxidation, gain of oxygen or loss of hydrogen, oxidation. Let us take some examples. If copper oxide react with hydrogen, it produces copper and water. Now in this reaction, we see that on the reactant side, copper oxide is present, and at the product side, copper remains alone. Means copper oxide loses its oxygen, and loss of oxygen is called oxidation. Means the substance which is oxidized in this reaction is copper oxide. Loss of oxygen is called reduction. Means in this reaction, the substance which is reduced is copper oxide. Now see, hydrogen on the reactant side is not with oxygen, and at the product side, now it is with oxygen, and gain of oxygen is oxidation. Means the substance which is oxidized in this reaction is hydrogen. Copper oxide is reduced because it loses its oxygen. Hydrogen is oxidized because it gains hydrogen. Another example. Hydrogen sulfide react with chlorine. It forms sulfur and hydrogen chloride. Now in this reaction, no oxygen is there, but hydrogen is present. So let us take which one is oxidized and which one is reduced. In this reaction, at the reactant side, H2S, hydrogen sulfide is present, but on the product side, after some time, sulfur remains alone, means hydrogen sulfide loses its hydrogen, and loss of hydrogen is called oxidation. The substance which is oxidized is H2S. On the reactant side, chlorine, and at the product side it becomes HCl, means chlorine gain the hydrogen, and gain of hydrogen is called reduction. Means in this reaction the substance which is reduced is chlorine. Clear? Now some other terms also, oxidizing agent and reducing agent. Students, oxidizing agent means the substances which oxidize others and reduce itself. जो दूसरों का ऑक्सीडेशन कर दे लेकिन उनका खुद का रिडक्शन हो जाए, वो ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट कहलाते हैं. और इसका उल्टा रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट, जो दूसरों का रिडक्शन कर दे और जिनका खुद का ऑक्सीडेशन हो जाए, वो रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट कहलाते हैं. सो इन दिस रिएक्शन द सब्सटेंस विच इज रिड्यूस्ड, वो सब्सटेंस जिसका खुद का रिडक्शन हुआ है, यानी उसने दूसरे का ऑक्सीडेशन किया है, तो ये क्या कहलाएगा? ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट. Whereas हाइड्रोजन जिसका खुद का ऑक्सीडेशन हुआ है, यानी उसने दूसरे का क्या किया है? रिडक्शन, तो ये क्या कहलाएगी? रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट. In this reaction H2S oxidized, H2S का oxidation हुआ है क्योंकि H2S ने हाइड्रोजन का लॉस किया है, लॉस ऑफ हाइड्रोजन इज कॉल्ड ऑक्सीडेशन। तो जिसका खुद का ऑक्सीडेशन हुआ है वो दूसरे का रिडक्शन करेगा, यानी ये क्या हुआ, रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट। क्लोरीन रिड्यूस्ड, क्लोरीन का खुद का रिडक्शन हुआ है और जिसका खुद का रिडक्शन हुआ है ड्यूरिंग द रिएक्शन वो दूसरे का ऑक्सीडेशन करेगी, दैट मीन्स क्लोरीन इज ऑक्सीडाइजिंग। क्लियर? नाउ some everyday effects of redox reactions. Corrosion, decaying of metal by air, water, acid and base is called corrosion. Simple example is rusting of iron. Rancidity, producing of bad smell and bad taste by the oxidation of fat and carbohydrate in food items is called rancidity. We can prevent the corrosion, we can prevent the rusting of iron by paint, by galvanization, etc. We can prevent the rancidity by two chemicals, BHA, butylated hydroxyanisole, BHT, butylated hydroxytoluene, and by vacuum packing, by flashing nitrogen gas in packets, etc. Thanks and have a nice day.